obviously, other than the first price of, well, what's the price of a visit? It's how much am I realistically going to spend with you in a month to get the service that I want? Like, is £500 a month enough to spend on safety?
It can be, absolutely. I think it goes back to the point of A, one size doesn't fit all, and B, looking at the risk profile of the business that you work in. For example, £500 a month for a company who works in the residential space, i.e., doing extensions, singular new builds, um, office refurbs, and
Yeah,
bits and pieces like that, and they do a project at a time, and maybe they have an overlap where they've got two running. £500 fine. Like, you could do a site visit, you can have some retained support. That probably fits your risk profile.
yeah,
Once you shift into, oh, I've got 3 or 4 live projects, the complexities might be around groundworks, it might be around bricklaying. Then we start to introduce risk, and with risk comes there is some cost. Um, and that's why I think what we offer is brilliant, because we don't. Some people would like it to be packaged up and go, right, I'm going to pay that fee every month, whereas
yeah.
you
We've
know,
definitely seen competitors market that they'll get a certain amount of visits or a certain amount of support, but it's fixed fee for regardless of how many
yeah.
sites they've got on the go at any one time or how many people they've got in the business.
And I was on a site last week when the reason we were there was on a trial basis, and it was because they'd run out of resource with their current provider.
Yeah,
And that's just not how we work. We scale up and down to the business requirements. Again, going back to being embedding ourselves and being part of that business and understanding what they need. So yeah,
and I suppose it depends on how much commitment, leadership, or systems the company have in place themselves. Because if they've got really strong leadership that believe in safety and are pushing it all day, every day, then they just need a kind of a peer check, someone else, a fresh pair of eyes to come in and tell them. So then, yes, £500 might be enough. But if they haven't got the systems in place or the competent people to push it, then actually they're going to need more hand holding. And
now
that's I say, the benefit of what we can offer is that you pick and choose. It's like a shopping list, right? You can pick and choose whichever you want from that, and you can have all of it in the first month and none of it in the second if you've built your systems and your systems are now working. You're not tied into any of those contracts. We are there just to make sure that you've got the right level of cover. So essentially, the owners of the business can sleep at night and that people can go home
yeah,
safely.
absolutely. And I think that is one of the unique selling points of C2C is our services are built for the customers and not to benefit. Obviously, they benefit us, but not directly for our sole benefit.
Yeah,
I think I'm talking to a friend at the moment who's got a small company. He's recognizing that he's beginning to grow and he needs to get some stuff in place. Equally, I can recognize he probably doesn't need us to go and do
no,
10 site visits a month, because that's not his business. His business is get some systems in place. He's got a lot of guys that will go and place themselves in on projects on their own or with a buddy. It just needs to be the dispersion of information to those guys and getting the right systems and bits in place. And
right. It's the right fit for the right risk, isn't it?
yeah,
Essentially.
absolutely.